Hello everybody, it is time for the September card swap. We had two themes this month. We had Halloween and autumn, and as a bonus, September's my birthday month and I got lots of handmade cards, so I thought I'd share those as well. So there'll be some bonus cards at the end if you want to hang in there. You guys, as always, did a great job. I'm so proud of you. These cards are amazing. Can't wait to show them to you. If you just found us, this is kind of a non-traditional swap. What we do is we make one card a month according to the theme. You send them to this address right here below. And then at the end of the month, I make a video of all the cards so you get to see what everybody made. And then I mix them all up and then I send them back out. So everybody gets one card. We don't write on the inside, so you can therefore send the card on to, your friends and family. And, so you can use the card, basically. We do ask that you send $1 or a self-addressed envelope just to help cover the cost of shipping and whatnot, because it would get expensive to mail out a stack of cards every month on my end. So that's just the way the swap works. I hope you'll join us if you're just finding us. We've been having a lot of fun. I think this is our second year doing it, maybe third year. I'd have to go back and look. I honestly can't remember. For October, our theme is, I don't know how we could not do Thanksgiving, so I wanted to do that, but I also is so similar to autumn. I know that they can be very related, so I wanted to offer something completely different, something that had nothing to do with the holidays. And so I thought something that makes you happy. I thought it'd be a fun way to get to know you guys a little bit more personally. You feel free on a Post-it note to write down why it makes you happy. Whatever it is. We want to get to know you guys a little bit. So you don't have to share why it makes you happy, but something, happiness. It could be just a card all about being happy, but it also could be something that just makes you happy. I got some really great news about the kittens this week. I'll share that at the end if you want, but that's what made me think of it. It was that, we need to celebrate more happy things. I think the world can be kind of depressing sometimes, and the days are getting shorter, and seasonal depression is real, I swear to God, and I'm just not ready to let go of summer. So we need more happy. So we're going to create some if we can't steal it from the sunshine outside. All right, our first card is by Lori, and I wish you could touch this card. She made it out of velvet. I think the decorative paper had a velvet finish to it. This is like a velvet finish, which, I know they have velvet finish papers out there. I just don't often encounter them, so this is so much fun. What a fun card to give to anyone, but a kid especially, because you can actually pet the kitty. Isn't that fun? Isn't that awesome? You can pet the kitty. Isn't that great? So what a really good use of this paper, Lori. I absolutely love it. At first, I thought this was a die cut until I started touching it. So it really kind of plays with your mind a little bit on how that is set up. But what a really pretty paper. I love the little cattails here, the Happy Halloween, and that's really cute, showcasing that one cat, the focal point. So very, very nice. I love that. And on the inside, when black cats prowl and pumpkins gleam, may luck be yours on Halloween. Uh-oh. That sounds really creepy. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Absolutely awesome, Lori. All right, our next card is by Beth, and it's a fun fold. So we've got this little little flap thing here, and then this opens up this way so that you can write your message. But isn't that neat with all this little Halloween paper? It says which way, I think this is, yeah, there's Beth. It says which way is the candy. Isn't that cool? I love this little skeleton guy. He pops against that orange background. So, and I love that the white saying also is white. So it really, when the first thing you see when you see this card is all the white, and it really draws your eye right to that. So that's a really great way to have a for the focal point. And this flap just makes it extra little fun here to find that extra Happy Halloween. So very cool, Beth. What a cool fun fold. I've never seen one quite like that before. All right, our next one is by Pauline. And this is her second time swapping with us, and I'm so glad she decided to join us again this month. I love this. I'm not sure where this die's from, but I absolutely love it. So what do we think the cat's gonna do to the witch? Is she mad that she's not getting like pets? Is she hungry and demanding food? I just think this was absolutely adorable. So cats are new into my life. So a long story, I can tell it at the end again if you are curious or like wondering what the heck's going on. But I recently have encountered cats in my life. So I was just instantly, that's what my thought went to. I'm like, so what is this cat going to do to her little witchy friend here? But I just thought that was absolutely hilarious. It made me laugh. It's absolutely spooky and fun. It says, I put a spell on you. So maybe that's what the cat's doing. Maybe she's like training the witch to give her more food. That's probably it, because that seems to be what cats are obsessed with, food. And oh, I love the little broom. Oh, very, very cool. And if you guys don't know, I don't look at these ahead of time. So I always want to be surprised. So I just take them out of the envelopes and then look at them with you. I don't want to be, spoil the surprise. So I always want to see what's coming as you guys are seeing it. So absolutely love this. Really, really fun. I love the design. I love the dye. I just absolutely fun. This little pop of orange just is beautiful. It really is. It just pops and screams Halloween. Anyone who gets this is going to be so happy, Pauline. So very, very fun. And thank you for including the cat. It just made me smile. So yes. And then this one is by Shirley, I believe. And oh gosh, these have a name. I forget what the name of these are, but they're like I think swingers. Is that what I know? Stampin' Up has one. Spellbinders has a whole series where the legs are it's like a pendulum. Oh, pendulum cards. I think that may be it. They're attached right here and they swing like a pendulum. And I love them. They're so fun. They're great to give to kids or anybody, anybody really, but they're just an interactive fun card. So anybody who gets these just has a lot of fun, and they're very easy to make. So if you've never tried one, I really encourage you to Google pendulum cards. If you can't find it, send me a note. I'll send you some information about where you can find them. They are very easy to make, and they have a huge impact on the card. This is amazing. I love the colors. I love the effect of the pendulum. The decal edge is so perfect for Halloween. And this cute little spider is a nice little touch. Absolutely wonderful. I don't know if you guys can see, but she put little tiny rhinestones up here at the top, which kind of act like stars and catch the light just right. So that's really nice too. She was also very smart, and something I learned long ago too, she didn't put them down here because the legs would catch on them and they wouldn't swing. So if you do make a pendulum card, you have to make sure that you're not putting anything here that will block the swinging of your legs. So she knew the stars went in the sky, and that was very smart. So very, very smart. All right, let's see what the inside says. Oh, happy boot day. Oh, I love it. I love that. That was a really cool witch shoe. That's a really cool stamp. Very, very nice. Absolutely love it. What a fun card. Very, very fun. All right, the next one is from me. I had to, this month has been a little crazy, so I admit I had these made up ahead of time. I hope you guys are loving it. I watercolored the ghosts and then hand cut them out, and I thought it would just be fun to kind of explore some different things. So this ghost is having his cup of coffee, and it says, "Sheet happens, coffee helps." And it says, "I hope your day's filled with sweetness and delightful surprises." And then it says, "Death before decaf." My husband is a huge coffee lover, so when I saw that, it just made me laugh. And so I was playing with some card sketches and doing some work with that idea. And I thought, well, this was a really fun ghost to use for this card sketch. And hopefully that makes you smile. I hope there's other coffee lovers out there who will love the ghost out there. All right, the next one is from, I think, Doreen. Yep, Doreen. Doreen's got a really nice fun fold here as well. I think it's just called an accordion fold, but she's got a series of die cuts here on pattern paper. And how cool is this? Doesn't it look like they're going trick-or-treating? How fun is that? What a spooky little sky that I don't know if I'd want to be out there on that night. Looks like, very, very spooky, but very, very cool. I absolutely love this story. What a really clever idea. I love it. What a cool way to get 3 really large die cuts on a card. And because that she didn't make it like a opening card. You know, it's still thin enough that you could mail for like a regular stamp, and she would just write your message here on the back with the Happy Halloween, which I think is super smart. So it doesn't require extra postage. This is a brilliant idea. Absolutely love this. So I may have to try this, steal this idea for other holidays and see what other things I can come up with. Because sometimes you want to use more than one die cut on a card, and what a really great way to do that. So thank you for sharing this idea. I love it. I love the idea. I love the idea of being able to put 3 big images on a card, and they're going haunting, and the colors are stunning. I love that silhouette look. So very cool, Doreen. Thank you for sharing that. And our next one is a slimline, and this is from Patty. And gosh, I'm going to try to hold this up. Can you guys see this? So on top she has, I believe this is stamped on the vellum. I'm going to try to pick this up without, I have to cheat here a little bit. Maybe not, maybe that's paper. Patty, I should have asked you. This feels like vellum. And the skeleton is a better press die from Spellbinders. She better pressed this into the paper, and then there's definitely an overlay of the spider webs on top, which is very, very cool, very, very spooky. And then she found these 3 clay spiders that she's got on top, which is really cool. Actually, I think this must be vellum because this is also printed on the vellum. So this must be like a vellum. Oh, this one's up in the corner here. Yes, so that's like a vellum printed with a design like frame, and then she put the spider or the skeleton underneath it. Very, very clever. The way it's done, honestly, you really can't tell. Like I really had to think hard about that one, Patty. So thank you for that. I love when I have to think. I use my brain, with my one brain cell that's left, I have to use it. So very, very spooky. I love that skeleton. He's on my wish list for Spellbinders. He's very, very cute. I don't know, like, is that where skeletons sleep, in like a little pirate's chest? It must be. I've seen a picture now. It has to be true. So yeah, that is really, really cool. Love it. All right. Margaret has been busy at her die cut machine. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I love this little scarecrow pumpkin guy. Oh my God, I just noticed the crow. Look at the crow. I'm gonna hold this up. Can you see? I even think she put a little bit of red in the crow's eyes so he looks a little even spookier. Can you guys see that? What a cool little detail. But in the background, she sponged the sky. So we've got purple, orange, and like, so a perfect little autumn sunset. Super awesome. And then she's die cut all of these pumpkins and corn, and look at that little scarecrow guy, and it says Hello Pumpkin. If I had to guess, I would guess this is from Spellbinders. It looks, I don't know. You guys tell me, Margaret. You might have to comment. This font looks like Spellbinders font. That's why I say that, but I really don't know for sure. So Margaret, you might have to tell us where the die set's from. But this is really cool. All the little details in the leaves. Dies have come so far. I remember when, well, first off, when I started stamping, like, okay, a few years ago, we won't go how far back, there was no such thing as dies, and now the dies have etching and embossing, and sometimes you just, you think like, oh my God, this doesn't exist, and look at the detail, and you just can't believe how awesome that is. This is a really cool scene. I love all the colors you picked. You did such a great job of, the color choices and how they go with the purples and the oranges. It just goes together perfectly, Margaret. What a really, really, really great job. On the inside, we have a Happy Halloween with an additional bat, and the bat is covered with glossy, what is that? Winkostella. That's what I meant to say, Winkostella. So look at that sparkle. Hopefully that you can pick that up. Oh, excuse me. Almost missed one little detail. Look in the eyes of this bat. She put 2, oh my gosh, look how tiny those little rhinestones are. Oh my God. That is amazing. That is crazy. Those are the tiniest little rhinestones, Margaret. Very cool. Awesome. Another person who's been busy at the die cut machine is Tammy. This one's definitely Spellbinders. I love that she chose this glitter paper for the skeleton. Just makes me so happy. I don't know. I guess because I think skeletons maybe do glitter. It just captures my imagination, I guess. So I love this. And then he's holding this martini. I think that's the right word, martini glass, and it's dripping with the blood. Oh my God, how awesome is that? Just here for the booze. And look at this hand reaching out. Oh my God, I just think that is so fun. What a really cool, fun Halloween card. I love it. I love all the sparkle that you put in here and the red and the eyes as well. Very clever, very unique. I just absolutely love it. She left it blank inside so you can put whatever you want. But I know many of us go to Halloween parties, but what a really cool like hostess gift. This would be so much fun for like a hostess. You know, like, thank you for having us over for your, you know, this is so cool. Love it. Love it. All right. We got one more Halloween card to share. And this one is from Bonnie. And she's also been lots of die cuts here at the end. Look at this Happy Halloween. And I'm unfamiliar with this, but look at these cute little pumpkins. So we've got, and they each have their own little smiling face. I guess this one's a little angry up here, but look at this. We got spooky. We got hearts. They're just, and as we go up, they get a little bit more menacing as we go. But just a very cool die cut here that she's backed against this olive paper. And I love that she showcased the Happy Halloween by backing it with the black. Just a very cool look. Helps the Happy Halloween stand up from the pumpkin background. Oh, and on the inside, she's got this whole spooky scene in here. It says trick or treat. Look at the owls in the trees. Very, very, very cool. And then the same spooky border on the edge. Very neat, Doreen. Or I'm sorry, not Doreen, Bonnie. Very, very nice. I love it. I love all the fall leaves. You guys absolutely knocked Halloween out of the park. I'm actually starting to get excited. We've got one kid who's decided to be Harry Potter this year, and I'm working on the youngest child to see what he wants to be. I can't get him to divulge that information yet, so hopefully it won't be, you know, the 30th of October when he finally decides to tell me, but we'll see. Okay, so autumn cards. Oh my gosh, I think this one is Lori. What color is this? I love it. It's a very pretty color here. I absolutely love it. And these pumpkins are colored so perfectly. They're done very nice. I love that you've got this little piece of decorative paper here to anchor all your things. And, you know, I don't know if you did it on purpose, but you have your triangle here, which is a great design feature. And I do love that saying, if friends were pumpkins, I'd pick you, which is really, really nice. This is really well put together, very elegant feeling. I really like that. And on the inside is blank. And I really honestly think, Lori, that your color choices really made this card feel so elegant, very adult, very classy, very elegant. I really like it. It's very, very nice. So anyone's going to be loved to get that as well. And then another really elegant card that we have here is from Patty. And this is a non-traditional gate card. And I love that you did this because I never remember to do this. This is like, so a gate card would normally go this way and open. All she did was turn it and opened it this way. And I just absolutely love it. So she put the plaque or the centerpiece here over the two, which is also nice because it helps keep this closed. One of the things that drives me nuts about gate cards is they tend to sit like this all the time, and that just, I don't know why, but that irritates the crap out of me. So I love that this, you know, helps keep this closed. And I think with, you know, after you mail this, the pressure of going through the mail is going to make this stay closed all the time. So I love this plaid paper, absolutely perfect for the fall. I love the acorns and the leaves, very, very, very nice. It's just, it's just very well put together. I love the ticket die as well. And I see you have a little more paper down here, and then it opens up and says, I'm thankful for a friend like you, and you added more leaves down here. I think it was really smart to use the vanilla versus white. I think that really helps soften it and make it feel more fall versus, you know, like spring or whatever, because fall tends to be more, you know, muted. It's absolutely stunning, Patty. Thank you for sharing that. Next up is a card from Beth. And this is one that we made in our stamp class a while ago. This is from Tailored Expressions. I absolutely love this stamp set. It stamps the background in this leaf pattern, and we stamped it in like mint, if I remember right, or spearmint. And then we die cut the pumpkin and stenciled the leaves on it, and then foiled the sentiment, and it just makes for a very nice, elegant card as well. I really like that. And then she left it blank inside, so you can add whatever sentiment is you wanted as well. I love the stamp set. It's another really elegant card. You guys, I mean, I love the contrast between the Halloween and the fall, because the Halloween was very playful and fun, and these are all very elegant and sweet. So I love it. These are great. So another great card, Beth. Wonderful. And I believe this is Doreen. And Doreen, no need to apologize. I love your basket weaving. I know you're so good at it. This is a talent. She wove all these pieces of paper together to make this background, which is a great way to use up your scraps. And it's on my list of things I want to try, but oh my God, it also looks so tedious. And so I haven't ventured out there to do it yet. But this looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love how this looks. And then she finished it off with these die cuts. I love the way you layer the plaque on, like these two. This looks amazing. I never think to do that either. What a really cool way of showcasing a sentiment. Just brilliant. I really like that. And the gold, actually it's like copper. I don't know what color you call it. I would call it copper. Glitter paper is just enough bling or, sparkle to set the entire card off. So absolutely amazing job. We'd be really proud of this card. So very cool, Doreen. Thank you for sending it along. I did a slimline for my fall card. I did some foiling as well. So I foiled, I don't know if you can see that in the light, copper for the stems of the leaves. And then I did some stenciling to get the shapes of the leaves, and then stamped "Wishing You a Harvest of Blessings" in the center. And then on inside I put pumpkin spice and everything nice. That's what autumn is made of. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. I wanted to do something a little unusual, so I used purple and some teal in mine. So that was a little bit of a outside the box color scheme. And then this one is from Margaret. Another very stunning, elegant card. These are just stunning, you guys. I love this. I love this paper. I'm sure it's Stampin' Up. I have no idea. I missed this one, but there's foiling in this just like there was on my card. So they put like gold foiling for the veins of the leaves and the dots on the mushrooms. And then she went and colored the acorns and the leaves, and she covered them with Wink of Stella. So let me see if I can get that to show up. Does that show up? I love the cording that you put on here to anchor it, and the 3 dots are perfect. And she even embossed the autumn wishes, and it pulls it all together. And with that, the red has kind of a coppery feel to it as well. It's just really pretty. It captures fall just perfectly. And it says, "Wishing you health, happiness, and the riches of God's bounty during the season and always." Absolutely amazing. And I love that you put a strip of that in here. You guys inspire me. I am so bad at doing that. I need to get better at that. So thank you guys for continuing to inspire me every single month. All right, I have one more autumn card, and it's from Tammy. And I love this card. I love this die set, the waffle flower postage die, and she has taken it and combined it with the Stampin' Up, I don't know the name of it, but the coffee set. What a really cool idea. And I love that she didn't feel like she was limited to keeping everything inside every cell of the the postage. You know what I mean? So like the things kind of, it's more of a background rather than just like a confinement system, I guess. Like the leaves go outside. I think that looks amazing. I think that carrying it over, I like the pumpkin spice, and she did a really good job of coloring and the shading inside of her images. I love the colors she picked for her leaves. There's even a little cinnamon stick, which is really cute. And on the inside is blank, so you can use it for anything you want, anything fall. And we all know that pumpkin spice is just amazingly popular right now. All right, those were the cards for this month. I'm going to get them swapped out, and they will go in the mail today. You guys, like I said, did an amazing job. The theme for next month is going to be Thanksgiving, and you can either choose Thanksgiving and or something that makes you happy. I'm going to share my birthday cards, and I'll kind of explain a little bit what's going on here in my life if you care. If not, you're welcome to pause me. I will not be mad, or I will and never know. If you don't know and you don't follow me on Facebook, this summer we found 3 kittens who were born in our driveway at the lake. And my husband found him as he was going out to work at like 7:30 in the morning. And he calls me from the driveway and he's like, I think there's 3 kittens in our driveway. And I'm like, that makes absolutely no sense because we don't have cats. And where we were at, we've been there for almost 40 years and we've never even really had experience with stray cats there. And so we're like, this makes, zero sense that there's cats. So I go up there, and on my way to walking towards him, I find a kitten that has the placenta still attached. I hit the camera, sorry. And to it, and hasn't been fully cleaned up. I mean, these kittens were just born, and there's no mom. We couldn't find mom anywhere. So I'm picking them up. They're ice cold. They are barely alive. And there's 3 of them in total. And so he goes, okay, well, I got to go to work. And so I'm standing in my driveway holding these 3 brand new newborn kittens. And I'm like, what am I going to do? And so I got them downstairs. Long story short, got them warm. And they obviously lived. And I started calling everybody, trying to find a mom who was nursing that might adopt them. And of course, it's the wrong time of year for that. And I called everybody. I called every shelter that I could find, that was within like a 50-mile radius. Called everybody I could think of. No one had a mom. And the answer pretty much from everyone was, you can either euthanize the kittens or you can foster them. And I'm like, well, we're not euthanizing them, so I guess I'm fostering kittens. So for the last few months, I've been fostering 3 baby kittens, and they are almost, but not quite big enough to get spayed and neutered and all the things, but you can hear them crying in the background. They're wrestling. But they have been kind of a lot this year, and I am definitely a dog person. I understand dogs. I love dogs. So having cats was kind of a new thing in my world. So that's been a huge stress. I'm back to sleeping because at first I was feeding them every 2 to 3 hours, but now they can go through the night without having to be fed constantly. So you're going to see a theme in my birthday cards is that I have several that are featuring cats, but this is the one my mom made me, and I just think it's absolutely sweet because she die cut and punched out paper to make them look like the 3 kittens. They're tuxedo-y looking kittens. I'll throw a picture up in here so you can see them as well at the very end of this. But there's 3 of them, and then there's a little one that's a tuxedo / tabby here. And they're so sweet, but I just can't imagine the amount of work that she went to put into this card. If you notice, she didn't get a swap card done this month, probably because she was spending all of her time making my birthday card, which I absolutely love and will treasure for many, many, many years to come because I can't imagine. But what a cute little portrait of the 3 little babies. So I'm so thankful for that. And the reason I'm happy is that one of the kittens, this one, was having some health issues, and the vet didn't think he was going to make it. And I just found out that finally they've taken him off death row, is what I call it. They've been saying over and over and over again, I don't think he's going to live. I don't think he's going to live. I don't think he's going to live. And then I just had a vet appointment, and they're like, that is the luckiest kitten. He's going to probably live. And I'm just like, oh, thank God. So, after you've invested all this time. So that's what inspired the happiness theme. And I was like, it's just, we need to celebrate all those little wins and those things. So things that make you happy, and things that make you smile. And who knows, I didn't know I was at all a cat person, but turns out that these 3 cats I adore. So anyway, that's one of my birthday cards, and one of my really good friends sent me this, and it's absolutely adorable. I love it. Her coloring is stunning. Happy birthday to the coolest cat I know. She is too funny. I love all the little details. I love something that she does that she mixes her sequins and her rhinestones up. What a cool idea. I always think rhinestones or like gems or whatever. She doesn't play by the rules, and I think that's amazing. And I never think to do that. And then the other thing that she does is look at this little clip. She's always coming up with really clever ideas like that, and I never think to do that kind of stuff. And I don't know, Kim, you're great. You're awesome. You're so creative that way, and you just knocked it out of the park as far as, well, for many things that you do that are amazing, but you killed it. I love this, and I'm going to treasure that card for a long time. And all right, so a non-kitten card. This is from Donna, and Donna is one of my students from my corning group, and I love her. She's so much fun. She is amazing. She always makes these beautiful cards, and she steps up in every single way. She uses scraps all the time, and I don't think these happen to be scraps, but I wouldn't surprise me if they were either. Like, she's constantly coming up with different ways of using things that I never would think of. I never would think to make a little box and have butterflies coming out of it. What a really clever idea. I love this. I love the colors. They pop, and I love the way she, I tend to emboss the entire front. She just embossed this one little piece. She's just very, very clever. She never gives herself enough credit for what she comes up with her designs, but she is amazing. So I really appreciate that. That is super, super sweet. And I have a couple more. I have one from Lori that participates in the swap, which this is another absolutely amazing card. What a cool mix of, she's got die cutting going on here. I think she stamped on top of this like suntan lotion bottle, which again, such a clever idea. And then she also mixed stickers in here with her. I would never think to do that. So another really, crazy awesome idea. Really, really cool, Lori. I'm so impressed. I love it. I love it. I love it. And she knows that one of my favorite things to do is be at the lake. This is my happy place. So thank you for that. That was so thoughtful. And she included a little gift inside, and I really, really appreciate it. You are so sweet for thinking of me. All of you guys are. I think I have one more handmade card. And again, another really cool design with decorative paper. I love this little, like, what do you call that? I don't know, like swoosh. And so, I'm always, I don't know, for me, I look at myself and I'm always trying to challenge myself. And when I look at these cards, I always think of straight lines. I love that. Absolutely awesome. So what a really, really cool idea. And then I'm not sure if she used a corrugator or an embossing folder, but look at all this texture here, and then adding the happy birthday. And the paper has like a pearl texture to it, so it doesn't need any like rhinestones, or it's got a pearl finish all to itself. I don't know if the camera picks that up. So it's absolutely amazing. It's just a beautiful card. I cannot not show this because it's just funny. My in-laws sent me this because they, and I appreciate it because I was like, yes, I am a dog person. So it is a store-bought card, but it has all the dogs on it. And I just thought it was nice to be reminded. I'm like, yep. And then my kids made me a card. So happy birthday, Mum. And they colored, and it says, happy birthday, Mum. You're the best mum ever. I love you so much. You don't look a day older than 23 years old. That kid is smart beyond his years. I'll give him that. And they drew a picture of the lake that we're on, which is Cuco Lake. And so they're very, very sweet. So I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed for so many reasons. You guys, my family. I just think it's a good reason to celebrate our blessings and happiness and all the things. So thank you for hanging in there with me with a super long video. And the cards will go out in the mail today, and I'll talk to you guys soon.